Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, grade 4. How are you all? I hope so you're all fine. I'm your science teacher from Dr. Aqil Khan School System, Wakan. Today is the second lecture of your science book, chapter Young Scientist. All of you open up your book, page number 9. In the previous lecture, I have told you what is hypothesis, what is observation, what scientists do. So basically, today our topic is on page number 9. How do scientists use tools? Tools are the scientific objects which scientists use to perform any kind of experiment. Okay, put your finger on this line. Scientists use tools to help them with their test. They also wear protective clothing to make sure they are safe. Scientists use different kinds of tools, different kinds of instruments, right? Instrument over tools to help them with their test. They have to use different kinds of instrument to prove their experiment. They also wear protective clothing. They wear protective gears. They take precautions. They take precautionary measurements to avoid any kind of mishap during the experiment. Make it bigger. In this lecture, we will learn some of the instrument. This is a new topic for you, and we will learn also how these instruments are helpful for a scientist. The tools helps you to see things clearer. Light microscope help you to see very small object by using a light source and lenses or mirror inside the microscope. A hand lens or magnifying glass has one lens with a handle. A magnifying box has a lens in its lid. So in this paragraph, they have told you the use of two objects. Number one is the microscope and number two is the magnifying glass. Look over here. This is a microscope. It is used in physics labs or chemistry labs or biological labs. It makes the object size 100 times bigger. If you wanted to see some microscopic object which we cannot see with our naked eyes, so we use a microscope. The purpose of microscope is to make the object size 10 times or 100 times bigger, so it can be seen easily with a human eye. Okay, this is the magnifying glass. Some of you have magnifying glass in your homes. The purpose of magnifying glass is to make the size of the object bigger, so it can be read easily or it can be seen easily. This is a microscope and this is a magnifying glass. The purpose of both these instruments is to make the size of the object bigger so it can be seen easily with human eye. Microscope are very powerful magnifier. Magnifier meaning is to increase size. Okay, microscope a very powerful magnifier means that microscope increases the size of an object to about 10 times to about 100 times bigger. Look at how blood looks through a microscope. Look over here. You try it. Magnifying tools make things look bigger. So magnifying glass is used to make the size of the object bigger. Experiment with a magnifying glass or box. Move them closer and then farther away to see object getting bigger and smaller. If you have magnifying glass in your home, then you have to move the magnifying glass closer and away from an object, and you will notice that the size of the object increases and decreases by moving the magnifying glass closer and away from the object. Next object is pan balance. What is this pan balance? Mass. A pan balance has a pan on either side. To measure the mass of something, put the object in one pan and weigh it on the other side until they are balanced. Then you will know the mass of the object. Mass is measured in grams. Very important line, highlight this line. Mass is the weight of any object. It is measured by an instrument called pan balance. You have to put the object in this pan and you have to put the weight in this pan until they are in same position or in equilibrium position, or both of the pan are at the same level, then the object is balanced. Mass is the weight of the object. It is measured by using a pan balance. Okay. Next is volume. A graduated cylinder has unit of volume marked on its sides in millimeter. We use a graduated cylinder to measure the volume of liquid. This instrument is called graduated cylinder. What? Graduated cylinder. This is a pan balance. This is a graduated cylinder. These little markings are in unit millimeter. Okay, these markings help us to measure the volume of liquid. Graduated cylinder is used to measure the volume of liquid. How much liquid has been put into this tube? It is measured by this tube called graduated cylinder. Next is length. Tape measure and rulers measure length and width. The unit of measurement used are either milliliter, centimeter, meters, or inches and feet. You have learned about these units in your math book. Okay, the length of any object is measured using this ruler or the inching tape. Okay, this is very easy because everyone has inching tape in their houses. So the length of any object, which can be any object, your book, your chair, your hand, it is measured by using a ruler or an inching tape. Next is time. Clock and stopwatches are tools that measure time. The base unit of time is second. The base unit means that the unit which is used everywhere in the world. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, we know very well, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute has 60 seconds in it and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes combined together to form 1 hour. Time is measured by using the instrument called clocks, watches, or stopwatch. Clocks and watches are used in daily life, but a stopwatch is used in labs. Most of the time stopwatches are used in physical labs or the physics lab. Okay, the last one, very easy, temperature. Thermometer measures the temperature of weather, hot objects and cold objects. The unit of measurement are degrees. Scientists usually measure in degrees Celsius, but in US they use the degree Fahrenheit. Both are marked on most thermometer. This is the thermometer. All of us has thermometer inside in our houses. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature of any body. If you are feeling a fever, then your mother will use a thermometer to measure the temperature of your body. Okay? Your homework is to read carefully page number 9 and 10. You have to draw these diagrams in your homework. Okay? Hope so you understand this lecture. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the group. Allah Hafiz. Take care.